welcome back to my channel. Hello, if you are new here and you've just clicked on this video, I would love for you to stick around and subscribe. So today's video, I'm going to do a beauty video. I haven't done one for a while. It is late on in the evening, so I have got my ring light on, so apologies if the light isn't as good as it should be. So I'm going to do another best ofs video. I have actually got my eyes on and my base on, but I don't have any contour, bronzer, powder, highlighter or blusher because I thought I would do a little best ofs video on blushes. So for anybody that's just clicked on this, I'm a freelance makeup artist. I have been for, well, I've worked in the beauty industry for about well over 10 years now, and I have worked on 2 different counters before. I worked for Benefit and I also worked for Lancome. The blushes that I use the most in my kit, the ones that are my favourite. I'm going to start from more of like the most affordable first and go on to slightly high end. I am going to swatch them on my hand and pop a little bit on my cheeks, which is why I haven't got any powder on or anything. I've just got a really light coverage of foundation on. This blusher I'm going to use is actually a Soap and Glory one. Somebody bought me this and I'd never used any of the Soap and Glory makeup before. I'd used some of the skincare, so I thought I'd give it a go. And you know what? For some of my brides, it's actually one of my most used blushers because, if you can see, it's sort of a mix between blushes, bronze and like a highlight. It's really, really shimmery. I'm not sure if it's picking up on camera or not. I'll just swatch it on my hand. See if you can see that. There, so it's just sort of like a subtle pinky gold. This is only £11 as well. Someone actually bought it for me and I thought, oh, I'll never use that. And I just happened to use it. My mirror's just here, so if I look to the side. But for the brides that just want, you know, a little bit of sort of like subtle blusher and shimmer together, it's a really, really pretty one. And with it only being £11 as well, so affordable. And I pick this up so many times. Sometimes I might actually mix it. I might put another blusher on first and then, you know, it might not look as if it's got enough shimmer. So then I had a bit of this one afterwards. Can you just see? The next one I'm going to show you is my most used one, hence the huge haul. This is Melba from MAC. MAC blushes probably are my favourite for quality pigment and for the price point as well, because they are only £15. And this is a really nice peachy colour. It's got no shimmer to it though, it is quite matte. And I'm just going to pop a bit of that just on the apple. The pigment is so strong you don't really need a lot. It's better just to sort of like build up with it, but it's just a really nice like sort of peachy pink every day. So many skin tones look nice with this on as well. If somebody's a bit unsure about having a blusher, I'll always reach for this one. If I say, would you like a blusher? And they're a bit like, oh, I don't know, I don't really go for blusher. This is normally my go-to, hence the massive haul. So that's number 2. So the way I'm just going to do this, rather than filming separately, it's a bit naughtier now. I thought I would just put a really little bit on, just so I can continue the video showing you. Blusher was because I saw that Michelle Keegan wore this one on her wedding day. So this is Bobbi Brown Nectar. You can see that, and that is really sort of peachy, almost like a peachy golden. A bit stronger than that Melba, a bit more peachy than that Melba. I'll swatch it on my hand as well. That's really made my cheeks pop, hasn't it, with this light? There we go. £21 for the Bobbi Brown, and I use that one a lot as well. to grab is the Benefit Cover Lister. I'm sure everybody's used this one. £27 I think these are now. So when I worked for Benefit, back when I was 19, these were about £24.50 I think, and a little really went a long way. You got so much. I do believe that they are a little bit smaller nowadays and a bit more expensive at 27, but really nice colour. Smell lovely too. It's actually really quite shimmery, the Cover Lister one. I always used to sell so much of this one. Just so summery, perfect for this time of year. The Bobbi Brown one is almost, I think, a little bit to go a long way with that one. Apologies for my bright red chest. It's my heartburn. It just seems to tell everybody when it's irritating me. So that's the Cover Lister. The last two probably are my favourites, the most pigmented. So again, I'm just going to do a little cheat with the tissue. Just go back over with my base. I'll tell you what my base is actually while I'm doing this. This is actually the Fresh Nude foundation from Body Shop. I've just started doing Body Shop at home. And to be honest, I used this foundation before that anyway, because it's just such a lovely coverage. That's why I thought I'd be able to get away with just doing this, because it's so natural. It's like skin. A Real Techniques brush. This is a shade Barley Vanilla. I could probably do with slightly darker because I've been sat out in the garden and my face has gone a bit more tanned recently. They're not really wanting very much bit of this foundation, that first Soap and Glory blusher, and it's a really nice base. Last two that I'm going to use are actually my favourites. So we've got the NARS Orgasm. I'm sure every makeup artist uses this. This does come in the solid blusher as well. £25 I believe, but this one is actually a loose one. Now when I first saw this on the counter, I was like, oh, that is quite strong. I don't know whether I'll use that in my kit, but even on some of the fairest complexions, it has looked really lovely. So it's loose like this. And it's sort of like a rosy gold. That light's not really doing much for it, I'm afraid. And look at the shimmer that it gives as well. This is nice layered as well. You know how I said I quite like to layer the Soap and Glory one? Like pigment showing through, like the shimmer of like the goldy rose. But just be quite sparingly with it. If you went on full whack with that, it would be a little bit too much. That dewy glow. So yeah, I think they're £25. You can either get it in the solid blusher, which looks really scarily bright compared to this, or the loose. And last but not least is Charlotte Tilbury, which is the most expensive but the most beautiful. How stunning is the packaging? Sorry if that's a little bit dirty, it's been in my kit. And even the way that they come. Oh, that's better. You see that? And the way that Charlotte does her tutorials on YouTube, she tells you to swirl round the outer ring and then pop in the middle, because this is like a peachy tone and then the pink in the middle. This one is the Cheek to Chic Swish and Pop blusher in Love Glow, and these are £30, but they're so worth it. I've used that so many times and you know, it's not even put a dent in it. How she says, swirl and pop in the middle. Tap off the excess. and this has been my go-to at the minute. Some of the things really are worth the money with Charlotte Tilbury. You can tell the quality of the makeup. I've used this on, it's just look beautiful. It just doesn't move, so you are really paying for your quality. Please comment down below which one was your favourite, or which one you thought suited me the best. I actually probably think this one on me, which it would be, wouldn't it? The most expensive one. There we go. So that is all 6 of my favourite blushes. I know we could be here all day because there's so many in my kit, but I just thought I would choose the ones which I do use the most, and you know, different sort of price points, so you can see one at £11, one at £30. I'm trying them. Apologies if this light has not been very good, and please let me know if you would like me to film more beauty tutorials, videos, best ofs, or I could do more of a get ready with me, or if you do prefer the more lifestyle haul videos on my channel. So please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, stick around and subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you. Bye.